Okay, yeah. It's me again. I think if you all keep seeing me, means a lot of exciting things happen to our company, right? Yeah. So for of course, from the title of the workshop, you all know is a new technology. It was actually announced. Okay. In fact, it caught a lot of us by surprise because we thought we only will be getting this device early next year. So apparently, company has bring forward, okay, and let us have early access. Okay, that's why I quickly want to do this workshop to let y'all know this thing is coming and then start qualifying. In fact, the early access qualification already started on 1st February. You see how rush it is, right? And just to let you know, this deck that I presented, I'm going to present for Prysm. It's not any company official slide. There's no official slide from the company yet, you know. Yeah, so all the slide, the deck I do is my own, uh, for my own research and some of the tech presentation I attended from the US, right? Because US they announced this, but I didn't know Southeast Asia going to get it so soon. In fact, we are the first in the world, even before US. Okay, from what I understand, because US, right, this kind of device, right, need a need a long time to get FDA approval. Yeah, so probably Singapore they already know the approval is will be done. That's why they early release, early access in November. In around, I think the earliest we can get probably is September, October this year. So supposed to be next year. Okay, so this deck is done by myself and not any official deck. But when company come with official deck, then I'll do another session, or maybe I even hold a physical session for you to invite your prospects, your customers who are on program, right, to use this to activate them into the business. I tell you, this gonna be very, very exciting, this technology, right? Yeah. And then for those who are familiar with the S3, so I assume everyone here, let me see, I think should, yeah, except for Irene, I'm not I think should be also okay. Uh you all know, you all already know our existing S3 biophotonic scanner, right? Okay. Can you just put, if you don't know, you put two, so I know who don't know. Okay. Here, whoever don't know the existing technology called S3 biophotonic scanner, you put two. Let me see, because then you will appreciate. Okay, so yeah, all know, because it's important to know that we already have a S3, and but this new device, right, is actually not an upgraded version. It's a totally new device doing much more than what the S3 can do. Okay, so without further ado, I'll share my deck. Okay, can see my slide, Sarah?
Yes.
Okay. So the new coming device, okay, super duper revolutionary device that the world has never seen before. As always, only our company can do this, right? That's why people call us the Apple of the wellness industry. So we have proven time and time and again. That's why it's so exciting to be partnering with this company. If you all realize, like every 1 2 year, in fact nowadays is every year, Sarah, every year we got things to share, got new thing coming, new product, new device, or new market story, right? Last year we were sharing about the market story, which is India, right, and WellSpa, right? Yeah. Okay, so now Prysm IO. Okay, so I was the next one is actually a very nice video. I'm not sure whether it's an official video done by the company. Looks like it's not. Okay, but maybe it's done by some distributor in the US, right? But I think it's quite cool, lah. So for those, some of you all have seen this video on Facebook, or maybe I forward to you all, right? For those who have never seen, maybe like Simon, right? Samsung, you can see it for the first time, okay. Okay, so to me, even if it's an official video, I think it's quite nice done, but I doubt it's official. It could be done at some distributors. Okay. So okay, so you see, for those who are familiar with S3, later you see the next slide, how much is string. Okay, so say hello to Prysm IO, a truly intelligent beauty and wellness. So you see the keyword there, right? Did you see the word beauty? Yeah, it's no longer just a wellness tool. Okay, our previous biophotonic scanner, all three generation is basically only measuring one biomarker, right? Which is so antioxidant level. It's more of wellness, right? More towards wellness, right? But this is more than that. Okay, that's why we don't call it S4. Initially, we all thought it's S4. Yeah, I still remember Derek also called it S4. Okay, so this thing pop up like wow, it's really caught everyone by surprise. Called Prysm IO, and from the word, I think more or less, Derek was just saying, hey, you see, prism is like when the light go through the prism will come in rainbow color, So I think quite nice, So the quite a nice name if you ask me, like quite catchy. Okay, so this is the tagline for this. Measure what matters. Okay, meaning they try to hint you already. It's like they can measure more than just one biomarker. Okay, so you can see the size. Okay, of course we know the original S1. Okay, you can see S1, S2, S3, right, is our baby for I mean it's Dr. Joe's baby lah. Of course the new device also he's involved, but I think now you see it evolve, right? So we really have a product team. Okay, so it's under this thing is under the product development team, and then together with R&D. So we even have a new role called Chief Product Officer. I think about 5 years ago we created this new position. Yeah. Or Steve Hatchett. Yeah, we recruited him from another company. Okay. So this is Dr. Joe's baby. And then of course, yeah, and you look at also, so this is our Chief Product Officer, Steve Hatchett. So you see how small the device has shrunk into. Okay. Yeah, and you see, although it's very small, but it's like measure more things. So it's shrunk in size, but the feature become much more. Later you will see from my presentation why I say much more. Okay, so you see the previous version, right? It's basically just shrinking the size, making it more accurate and faster. Okay, for those who are familiar, right? S1 takes 3 minutes, right? S2 will take 90 seconds. S3 is 30 seconds. Quite fast already. Later, you all will see how fast this thing take to scan any of the biomarker. Okay, not only just antioxidant level. Okay, so it also come in a per tester format. Okay, this one more for use in the clinic. Okay, so we also plan to release this to the doctors in the US. Like you're familiar with Nature with Nurture. You also saw doctor use our S3, right, in the clinic, right? So when the doctor use this Prysm in the clinic, they will have this pedestal with a iPad, right? So it's a like a custom made pedestal, quite cool. Yeah. So maybe we can get one for the team that we can use at our workshop. Oh, can you imagine at the workshop we display this? Then after our Nature with Nurture workshop, they can scan on this. Quite cool, right? Yeah. Then on the right hand side, is actually a live video of Vicky. Vicky is our president of Southeast Asia. I think she was she get to see the actual device. So you can see it's not those marketing shot, is a real life shot of the device. So the device already out. This is probably the early prototype or what. Oh, so very cool. Still go by color. Red no good, So you can see here, right? Vicky's score is blue lah. You see, you start at the blue, then the blue flash. Blue zone, not bad, very healthy. Vicky has been with us for Dr. Vicky. She's a Thai. She with us for more than, I think, more than 20 years already. Yeah, when Thailand started. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit on the technology. So like I say, this is not official company deck. All these are screenshots from the tech presentation I attend. Okay, so this is still using. Remember the old S1 to S3 is using Raman spectroscopy, right? This is also Raman, but this is a special super upgraded version of Raman called Spectra Raman AI. So it's Spectra Rai. Rai means Raman AI. Yeah, and patent file. Okay, patent file meaning no one else in the world has this. Okay. Yeah, I repeat again. I think many of my leaders understand why is it important that we every time we say whatever we have, right, we file a patent, because not everything that some company have, right, they can file patent one, because to be able to file a patent, okay, the company must satisfy 3 criteria before they can submit to the patent department, right? That means before the patent department will even bother to even take in an application. First, you must prove to them that it's first to the market. That means it must be able to show them that no one else in the world has this. Second, okay, you must be able to prove the claims that you say your device can do. Okay, so when you say spectral right can scan biomarkers, what kind of biomarkers, right? We are able to prove to the patent department eventually, right? And lastly, this technology that you invented must be useful for mankind before they even can let you file the patent, right? So just to let you know, this is patent pending already. I already filed patent already. So no one else in the world have this. Okay, so the old S3, right, the latest generation of the biophotonic scanner, right, is using light measurement. Am I right? This is also light measurement. There's called spectra, right? Spectral Raman. You see, the old one, they can only measure up to 300 light measurements. 300 already a very consider quite a high-tech device, but can only measure up to 300 light measurement. You see, what can the spectral ray do? 234,000, which is why this device can measure more than just one biomarker. Super exciting. So of course, they use the AI engine to churn a score out, okay? And the AI engine is is getting information, proprietary new skin data, okay? So, which is why nobody else in the world can come up with a device like this. We have no competition, okay? Especially later when you hear from Steve Hatchett what this device can do, okay? Zero competition because the proprietary new skin data is exclusive to us. What kind of data? Our gene data. For those who are familiar with HTOR, right? We acquired Lightgen, we have gene data. Those are unique to us because we own Lightgen. All the scanner data, the scans, the millions of scans we have been scanning for the last 20 over is all belong to us, right? Okay. All the research that our scientists and other scientists, in case you all don't know, other scientists outside Pharmanex also use our S3 okay, to do their research, to do their studies. The most famous one, you all know, Abbott, right? Yeah, also uses, yeah. So all this data is unique to Nu Skin. Nobody else have. Okay, and then with all this data, we can churn out a score, and then we can give recommendation, okay, from the score. Okay. So this is what I mentioned. See, all the millions of scans that we done all this while, right? Now the AI can use it to crunch numbers. Okay. AI is nothing when there's no number. Data is king. So when you have data, then the AI can do something. Okay. So AI is useless without data. And like I say, this data is unique to us because the biophotonic scanning technology for antioxidant non-invasive has been our exclusive technology for more than 20 years, right? For the last 20 over years. Okay. And then to show you how much studies has been done, actually, we have a page in Pharmanex, right, where they show total almost 90, almost 100 full-length peer-reviewed articles plus scientific poster that other scientists and our own scientists has done on this Raman technology. That means the OS3. So all this is part of our data. Okay, so let me show you how much studies we're talking about, how much studies and scientific poster. Okay. So sometimes people say my device credible or not. Yeah, I will send them this page. You got time, you slowly read through all the peer review studies. Okay, 96 96 papers, peer review studies, okay, and scientific posters. A lot of science in our existing biophotonic scanning already. And this is a super upgraded version of our for this existing technology. Okay, and all this, right, in just 15 seconds, right? We even half the scanning time. We string the device by so much, okay? I think about 1/10, is it 1/10 or 1/8 of the size of our S3, right? And yet we still can half the scanning time. Why? Because of the 234,000 light measurement compared to 300 measurements. That's why I say sometimes some people say, really, man? I present this deck to my friends, they tell me, oh, I really can do all this. I said, can you 15 years ago, can you imagine watching a full high definition movie on your handphone? Same thing. Now you think after I present, you say, wow, I really can do, man. But I like to remind you, 15 years ago, you also cannot imagine watching a full so-called HD movie on your phone. So it's the same thing. Technology has moved so fast, and especially with AI, it's going to be even more spectacular and faster, right? The change in I mean the change in technology, okay, the upgrade in technology. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, so basically, right, health is just not just antioxidant. Antioxidant is just one of parameters or the biomarkers of health. But actually, right, it's actually a full spectrum of micronutrients and antioxidants. So for example, you can see, right, gut health, immune health, cardio health, brain health, skin health, bone health, eye health, joint health, and metabolism health. Our Prysm is able to measure all this eventually. Okay, the next slide, the next video, you will understand. Okay, this is the one that blows me away. Okay, it's a future-proof device, future-proof. Okay, so you see, for example, our current S3 can only measure carotenoid, okay, which is the lutein, okay, the beta carotene, right? So it's not all. But do you know some antioxidant, if it doesn't fall under a carotenoid, our S3 cannot measure. Our current technology cannot measure, but this Prysm can measure. That is the amazing thing about this Prysm. It's really measure even antioxidant. We only measuring the carotenoid, which is actually there's a direct relationship with a total antioxidant level. But now we can go into the antioxidants which the current device cannot measure. I give you an example. Okay, some of you could be familiar with our tea green. Am I right? When you look at your tea green bottle or the Pharmanex tea green, do you realize in front they put help in antioxidant support, right? You also see the word antioxidant support. But the tea green, the supplement, is not a SCS certified product. In New Skin, right, SCS certified product, skin carotenoid score means only antioxidant product with carotenoid then can be detected by the S3. So in the future, when Prysm is launched, right, the antioxidant in the tea green, although not a carotenoid, we can measure. Okay, we can measure. I tell you, yeah. Also, so it's very, very exciting. And then the next slide, okay, you all listen properly. Then after that, I'll summarize. Okay, this is a special Zoom session with Steve Hatchett. It's a Zoom on the technology behind Prysm. Okay, so Dan is actually one of the COE, don't know 2 or 1 from US. So he was asking Steve, our product officer, right, chief product officer, what is so amazing about the Prysm, right? So I let Steve Hatchett tell you why the Prysm is not just measuring one biomarker. Okay, super exciting. Okay, let me play the video.
But we have a big opportunity ahead of us where we're going to be able, as you said, to do over-the-air firmware updates to the device as we get research from the universities we're working with on skin health, on mental health, on microbiome, on our abilities to be able for recovery for our muscles and our muscle tissues and muscle synthesis. We're going to be able to understand nutrients and more than we've ever known before. And we're going to be able to do things that has never, ever been seen. And by the way, last thing I'll say on this is the patent we just recently filed is on analytes. And anybody who's in science understands what analytes means. So it means that it's the analyte of an ingredient or something. So for instance, an analyte would be, we're measuring carotenoids out of beta carotene or out of lutein or zeaxanthin. That is, so we measure the analyte that you're measuring is actually a carotenoid, and you can actually, for instance, Meta has anthocyanins. That's the analyte we're measuring. We're trying to figure out how many anthocyanins are in there. So wait a second. If you're now being able to measure not just carotenoids, but analytes, you've now just opened a whole host of things all over the world.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
So like I repeat what Dan McCormick say, amazing, right? So you all hear what Steve Hatchett say? This product is future-proof. Okay, through future firmware upgrades, they can keep adding more biomarkers to measure. Unlike our S3, only after 23 years until now, still measure one thing, which is carotenoid only. Do you hear what he mentioned can measure? Mental health. So this device through a firmware update, don't know when, okay, but it's if you all know New Skin Style, right? As a listed company, for the chief product officer to say it in the public like this, I'm quite sure that it will happen. Okay. Just now he mentioned, right? Through the study with universities, right? It's actually universities over 13 countries. So this is actually an ongoing studies with 13 countries university, because all these university has actually worked with us in the past and also on the previous biophotonic scanning, they also use this in their lab. So they already trust us in our technology. So they also very excited. Okay, I have the full 90 minutes of this Zoom. Okay, so they also very excited. So ongoing, they are doing, they are already given this device, so they'll be doing their research, right? So once they validated, oh, can measure mental health, okay, then it will be a firmware upgrade. And then once we update the firmware, just like our iPhone, right, iOS, suddenly this device will have your new feature. Oh my God, do you hear him mention about microbiome health, which is gut health? So at your finger, we can measure gut health. You know why? When I hear this, it's like, wow. I also think, hey, can man? So I remind myself, 15 years ago, I also never imagined can watch a high definition movie on my phone, right? So like I say again, Steve Hatchett there to say means he's confident it will come on. Okay, because in the past, right, even now, right, let's say microbiome health, to know your microbiome health, it means like the bacteria, the good and bad bacteria in your gut, right? Okay, like how many good bacteria, how many bad bacteria, things like that, right? It's usually quite invasive one through a scope, okay, or through a stool test. Okay, stool test is not invasive, but quite disgusting. That means you have to, take a sample of your stool and send to the lab to find out your microbiome health. Yeah. So then I also heard that stool test also not that accurate because not certain part of the gut also cannot detect. So scope is still the best. Not scope is all the way. Okay. Yeah. So amazing, right? A device like this. Then you hear about muscle muscle recovery also can measure muscle recovery. So in the future, can we when we have well spa, when we have a we can use it to measure whether which part we have some muscle, and then we use well spa to do, right? Okay, use well spa to do the well spa, then you can see the reading improve. So in the future, right, everything what our device can do, this device can analyze and show the customer, oh, you see, it become better. And then when they feel it also better, I tell you, they're going to stick to whatever program you put them on or whether product that you're using. Am I right? Okay. And then at the end, he mentioned about the patent file. Okay. What's so exciting is the patent is filed for this technology able to analyze. Okay. Which means, like I say, you can analyze more than one thing. Okay. So what is analyze? Okay. I went to DeepSeek. Okay. This one DeepSeek. Okay. You see what DeepSeek say about analyze is the entity of interest in a sample. For example, the blood is a sample, the glucose is the analyte. Okay, is what the analytical method, like for example, chromatography or spectroscopy. Ours is spectroscopy, right? Is designed to detect. Okay, so which is why I say it's so exciting, which is why he say, right, now we can only measure carotenoid like lutein, okay, like beta carotene, but with future firmware upgrades, okay, or even I think when we have the device already can scan a few biomarkers already, it's going to be limitless. What are the things we can analyze? Okay, which means we can probably also eventually from the finger you put on the device, probably can measure your sugar level. Not difficult if you ask me, right? Or even blood pressure. Some of the wearables already can do that already. Am I right? Yeah. So you don't know what you can do. So you see, for those who are in my team, you all know, right? We have this DNA testing route, right? In the DNA testing report, do we have this one whole page on nutrition? Your prospect will know based on the DNA, what kind of nutrients, what kind of minerals, what kind of antioxidant or phytonutrients they can or cannot metabolize. Okay, if they cannot metabolize, they have to be taking more of that. Now, with this device, not only they do the DNA test to have a prediction, okay, they can also know in actual whether the DNA, what the DNA say or that is true. If it's true, what will happen? We will give them the solution. Yeah, we will give them the solution that we have. And then they can measure again to see, oh, yes, the thing, what they are lacking go up. You see, it's very powerful. And New Skin also coming out with our own DNA kit soon, right? Yeah. But now my team, we have the advantage for the last 5 years, okay? I bring in this DNA testing project. All of us have been using this already. So it's going to be very exciting. So all of us must really, get hold of this device. Okay, later I'll share on the how to get hold of this device. Okay, so this is the global wellness industry now is 6.3 trillion and set to go to I think 10 trillion in the next 5 years. Okay, so Jensen Huang famously said, you all know Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, right? nobody should ignore a $1 trillion industry. So we are tapping into a $1 trillion industry with a device like this that nobody else in the world has. How can we not be excited? Right? It's future proof. I don't know what it can scan. Eventually, it can scan a lot of things. It's like next time, don't have to go medical checkup already. Right? Don't have to do blood tests already. Right? Yeah. Okay. So it's a future-proof device where, so you see, right, it's perfectly positioned at the forefront of this trend to offer cutting-edge technology. Okay. The express the growing need for smarter and more integrated wellness solution. Okay. So this is our Prysm IO. And then in the same tech presentation, right, at the end of the presentation, they also show this so-called product roadmap for the next few years. Okay, maybe 3 to 5 years. Wow, another exciting things. Okay, not only now we're going to have Prysm. Do you see? Of course, I mentioned we're going to have our own DNA, right? So all this intelligent health, intelligent beauty, intelligent biome, all this probably is using the firmware update of the Prysm to measure. Okay, and then do you see this thing? Another exciting thing. We're going to have we're going to have wearables in collaboration with Samsung and Apple. Okay, it's called Aura. Okay, so it is either we come up with a wearable or we come up with a tag where you will be in that means this is a new skin app, right? A new skin technology, right? Will be in Samsung and Apple smartwatch, for example. Okay, and then which means if we could, there's a chance where we ask people to download this app, right? We also get PV. Or I heard something like let's say you buy some specialist package Samsung watch or some Apple Watch, right? You also get PV. Wow, super exciting times, I seriously don't know what new skin is transforming into. If you still think that we are selling skincare and supplements, you think again, look at this map. I think we are, like I say, people call us the Apple or the wellness side. We are a tech company. Why would Apple and Samsung want to collaborate with us? Right? We are direct sales, right? And we are such a small company compared to them, right? But one day we're going to be as big as them, if you ask me, right? Because we have data they don't have, despite them bigger than us. But in terms of health, we're still the expert, right? We have unique data. The gene data we have, they don't have. The S3 biophotonic scanner data we don't have. Then now with the Prysm collecting so many biomarker, also exclusive to Nu Skin, right? They also don't have, which is why they need us, which is why they need our app. Or maybe also we'll co-develop a wearable, a Nu Skin wearable. Wow, next time you sell smartwatch, I seriously don't know, okay, but I can tell you, company there to put this in is coming. Just that they didn't say specifically what is it, okay. Then do you see here? There's a digital twin. Okay, so most of y'all in my team already know what is digital twin. Okay, so basically, right, all these are the DNA kit that we're going to launch soon, and all this collection of data from the S3, from your Well Spa, from your the Lumi Spa IO, all the Internet of Things device that have been launching all this while, right, is actually preparing for the eventual launch of the digital twin. Okay, which you need using AI and a lot of data, right, to create a digital version of us. Okay, yeah, the next slide I'll share more. Okay, so you see, right, exciting times ahead, and all this, right, other company cannot do. Some of my friends say, "Aya, got money, Apple also can do a digital twin." But Apple will, yes, Apple got money, Samsung got money, but they can never do a digital twin like us because they don't have a lot of information that we have. We have more information. Yeah, maybe they can come up with a digital twin, but I can tell their digital twin will not be as good as ours because we have unique data. Our gene data from Ligent, right? 500 million gene data. That one they don't have, we have. We have so many insights that other company outside don't have. Okay, so when the digital twin launch eventually in the next 3 to 5 years, I tell you the rest of the direct sales or even the normal traditional business also, I tell you, I think it's like what's the word to use? We kick their ass off. Okay, we leave them in the dust. Okay, so what is digital twin? Just a simple one, you see. Basically, right, with data, right? Okay, all the data we collected from you, like from a biophotonic scanner, from the Prysm, and from the Well Spa, and from your DNA report, okay, everything, right? We can use AI to crunch and then create a digital twin of you, a digital twin of Jerry, and then they can then simulate on this digital twin. Okay, if you don't take product, what will you become in 10 years time, 20 years time? Live simulation to your client. But if you take product 10 years time, what will happen? What will happen to your biomarkers in 10 years time? All using AI to crunch. This is our end game, by the way. Okay, end game for the rest. Once we launch this, I tell you, nobody in the wellness and beauty can do what we do. Okay, I'm telling you 5 years in advance. Okay, a lot of things that last time I hear New Skin will have, I also find unbelievable, but it comes true every single time. Okay, you trust me. When New Skin dare to say got digital twin, we're gonna come. Okay. And then this is McKinsey. You all should know this company, right? It's one of the top. They call it the big three management consultant company in the world, business consultant, right? In a recent article, because only recently people start to talk about AI and things like that, right? So in 2022, 3 years ago, they have this article called Digital Twins. What could they do for your company? Okay. This article, right? Actually, they mention it's a podcast, okay. They mention any company that incorporate digital twin in their business, be it wellness or medical or whatever, right? Okay. It will rise, this company will rise to the pinnacle of the industry they are in. So like I always say, New Skin is always very forward-looking one. Okay. So all these things they do is to collect data to eventually launch a digital twin that no other company, even with money, can do. Because data need time to collect, and some of our data are very unique data, only exclusive to New Skin. Because we're collecting the data for 20, 30 years already. Okay? Yeah? Okay, so and then and we also know India is definitely opening, right? This year, Q4. Okay, Q4, we are opening India, which is why now you know with Prysm, such an amazing tool coming, and digital twin, and Prysm can measure so many things, and then with India, right? Okay, which is why at the investor talk in 2022, okay, I remember I attended this investor talk, right? 3 years ago, they have this slide, okay? They announced to the world, it's announced by our CEO, okay, Ryan Nebraski, right? The CEO tell all the shareholder in the investor day in February, I still remember, okay? We have a new strategic pivot of our mission, okay? Our vision is our vision all this while from beginning, right? Okay, when we started in 1984, is to our vision is to become the world leading direct sales company. You see, we are looking at the direct sales world because we're direct sales, but in 2022, okay, the CEO mentioned this to the whole wide world, shareholders, okay, that we want to be the world leading integrated beauty and wellness company. You see, from just looking at the direct sales industry, we say we want to take over the world, as in the world leading. Now everything very clear. Why? Because they probably know Prysm is coming, right? It's confirmed already in R&D already, the Prysm. And India, they probably in 2022 already know we are going India for sure, right? Which is why they dare to make such an ambitious statement, right? In public, it's not to like to the management staff or to the key leaders, right? They tell the whole world, no. If you're in corporate, this is what we call corporate suicide. If you're not confident, you will do it, right? Our business analysts must have given enough data and confidence to Ryan Nebraski that with all this incoming technology, right, we will really won't be looking at the direct sales industry already. They are too small for us. Direct sale is too small for New Skin Enterprise. Okay, we are taking over the world. Okay, so really, okay, 5 years later, okay, you remember this session from me. Okay, whoever take the biggest action now, okay, I tell you, when we launch a digital twin in 3 to 5 years, right, you'll be the biggest winner. Okay, let's start with, okay, qualifying for early access for the Prysm IO. Okay, so okay, before I go into, I'm not going to send too much detail on how to qualify, but I just want to know why we should be excited, because first, we will be the first region in the world, even before US, to start to qualify. In fact, qualification already started in February, okay? And then the first qualification period is actually February to August. So we could be getting it as early as September or October, okay, this year instead of next year, right? Then next year, another qualification period. The mass launch, right, will only be in Q3 2026. So we are getting it like 1 year ahead, okay, for those who qualify. Okay, why should we be excited? Because this is the first time when I see the qualification so-called requirement, I got a big shock. But then I think back, I think I know what is the company strategy. They want to put this amazing device into the hands of as many people as possible. Do you know the S3, the old device, the current device, right? Okay. You have to be an executive brand partner and above, and you have to hit certain milestone. Okay, and then you have to maintain the milestone, right, to keep your S3, which is why not everybody have that S3 to move around. My team, right, my whole organization, I only got 4 sets. Okay, so I got so many builders, but we only got 4 sets because only four of us qualify for it. 4 of the leaders qualify for it. So sometimes there's a bottleneck, right? Yeah, some of y'all will know lah. Right, want to borrow from me, then my device with another leader one also used by someone else. But now BR and above, okay, brand rep and above, okay, just become a brand rep, you can start qualifying. Okay, so I know the strategy is very clear. Company want to put it into the hands of as many people as possible, and so that we can quickly collect as much data as possible in as short a time as possible to quickly fulfill our digital twin. Y'all see the company strategy? I always say, when you see what the company is trying to do, we just move with the company strategy, okay? We will all win big together with the company, okay? So I will just briefly say, so if you're not sure, just check with the person who invite you how to qualify. But if you ask me, right, don't have to bother too much about the intricacy of the thing, because ultimately, okay, you just refer people to us the usual way, but maybe increase your intensity, okay? The rest will fall in place. Okay, we do this business is not to qualify for Prysm, but just that now company make it so easy to qualify for Prysm. Just do what you need to do. Okay, give me 5. Okay, just start with we system always say 5, 25, just start with 5%. Your mentors, your leaders will know what to do, and then when everybody duplicate this process, a lot of us will get to own the Prysm. Okay, by the way, after you qualify, still must pay one, in case some of my leaders say, wow, free one. No, not free, but it's affordable. What I heard is we are talking about few $100. Amazing, such an amazing device, only few $100. I think not more than 500 lah. Don't quote me, this one nothing heard yet, but I can tell you it's not more than 4-digit one. Okay, I'm quite sure it's below $1,000. The old S3 the current S3 can only measure one character is a 5-digit device, by the way, just to let you know. This one, frankly, even $1,000, I think is damn good a price, but I'm quite confident it's less than $1,000. Okay, so amazing, really amazing. Okay, so we must all fight to qualify to be the first batch to get it, because then we have the first mover advantage. So in the market, in the whole world, okay, we are the first people to get this device and take out from my pocket. I already envision what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the inside of my pocket or outside of my blazer. I'm going to take it out like that and show to my prospect. I tell you, they'll be so impressed, Yeah, so you want to be the first access? Well, you want to be the first builder to get this access? So I just briefly go through. Actually, it's quite straightforward. So like I said, don't care too much about this, because ultimately you do what you need to do, right? Just refer people out, okay? For my team, we have the DNA route, right? So easy. You refer the DNA route, right? We can also, can we share this opportunity? Can we share got this device coming? Because they will be exposed to the S3, right? They will be scanned on S3. Then, hey, this got new device coming, especially when they are very impressed with the S3, okay? I tell you, it's very easy. Tomorrow, I'm meeting a scientist. He's a PhD from Merck. I think some of y'all will see on my Facebook. Right? Did I put on Facebook? Anyway, yeah. So he's very impressed with our whole thing. I plan to share with him this tomorrow. Yeah. So really, okay. So okay, I will briefly go through. You see, so basically, right, become a BR first. Okay, so that's a minimum requirement, and then after that, right, you mentor one new BR. That means make another BR like yourself in your G1 to G3. No, that means 3 generation down, right? Each BR you created 1 point. Okay, then this new BR created, right? If the following month they do 2,000 minimum points, you get 3 points. Then the second month onwards, they continue to do this 2,000 points minimum, you get 5 points. Okay, if you total accumulate 25 points, you earn a chance for a ticket to purchase this device early. But like I say, because you can see the way the system works, right? There will be duplication, right? That means you all can share points on it. You all realize, right? You all can G1 to G3 means the upline, downline also you all can share points, right? So it's not difficult to qualify, but which also means that you cannot just do 25 points. But like I say, don't have to care about all these kind of details. Okay, work closely with your mentor. We do what we need to do. Give me 5, the rest will happen by itself. Trust me. Keep it simple. Seriously. Keep it simple. This one more for the leaders. If you ask me this qualification, more for the leaders and myself to help my team do the tracking. But you all don't have to track. Don't worry, the mentor will do for you one. You all just trust your mentor. Give people to your mentor. Okay, all our leaders are all well trained already, especially those using the DNA route and things like that, right? Okay. So once we create BR for you, you start to see, you will definitely accumulate your points on. Okay. Yeah. So I hope wait okay, I hope this session, right? Okay, let me just okay, this session you all will know more about what is this coming thing. And like I say, right, you if you're not excited, okay, other people excited, okay, your prospect will be other people's prospect. Okay, people have been sharing this, sending that 1-minute video all over YouTube, all over internet. Okay, go out and share. You don't share when you go finally. Oh, I think I share with this person, maybe share by me already. Could be I could be sharing to your prospect or my people in my network go and share with your friend. It's possible. Already happened already. Okay, yeah, because it's exciting, especially when you know what the device can do, right? And I can tell you in the new skin world, probably only people in my team or people who listen to my presentation know exactly what the Prysm can do. A lot of people just thought that it's an upgraded version of the S3, correct, Chris? At the time we did the presentation, a lot of leaders feedback. When I did a presentation to some of the leaders recently, right? A lot of leaders thought it's just a smaller version of the S3 also scan carotenoid. But when I share with them the firmware upgrade, they all got a shock. A lot of people in New Skin don't know. But when company come with official slides, I'm quite sure they will put in the firmware update. More people will know. Then more people will get excited. You all should be getting very excited now and go and share already because you have the first mover advantage. Okay? Yeah, I have been sharing. I have been using this tech. I already burned a few people and I burned the one I'm going to meet tomorrow together with Chris, right? Can you imagine he is a PhD in functional genomics? Okay, he's very impressed with just my nature with nurture. Haven't even tell him Farmanex solution, haven't even tell him Prysm, but he's very impressed with the S3. He asked me so many questions of the S3 first time. I don't know how to answer because he's in the industry. He asked me, does your device have don't know IVD certification? I don't know what the hell is that, man. I said, you're the first person to ask me, but I remind him, Apple uses this to file patent. You say, yeah. Then I think should have. So you see, we don't have to know a lot of science because our company already do a lot of science already. Just use my tech. My tech will satisfy a lot of skeptics, even people very, very high up there as a PhD in functional genomics. Okay, yeah. So I hope everyone benefited from this session, and then go all out. Okay, go all out to the market and start sharing. Okay, don't know how to share, just invite your friend, then let your mentor share. You all can also reach out to me personally. If your direct mentor not free, that's the beauty of our business, right? You can seek all the way upwards one. Okay. So your mentor also very busy, also they themselves also need to go around and share with people, right? They also need support. Sometimes it cannot support you. Never mind. Seek upwards. You sure got someone to help you one. Okay. Derek also can help. Okay. Yeah, it's about leverage this business. Okay. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Okay. So I will send out the recording for those people